catcher, number 1, Jonah Miranda. Starting pitcher for the Durham Lords is number 3, Gareth Mann. Here's the starting lineup for the St. Clair Saints. Batting first, the shortstop, number 28, Adrian Harrison. Batting second, the third baseman, number 20, Cannon Gale. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 15, Owen Levesque. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 18, Ryan Querbeck. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 23, Andrew Sleeman. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 12, Tyler Brown Amlin. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 26, Eric Orosimena. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 6, Quentin McEwen. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 7, Evan Schweier. Starting pitcher for the St. Clair Saints is number 4, Jonas Leclair.
Hello, everyone. We are back here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. The Durham Lords, who won the first game 2-0, now 2-5 on the year, will face off against the St. Clair Saints, who are now 5-2 after the loss. And pitching for the Saints, number 4, he's a left-hander. His name is Jonas Leclair. The left-hander will pitch and be on the mound as he'll be squaring off against the Durham. And here, look. Lords, here's a look at the starting defense. McEwen's catching, Querbach at first, Schweier at second, Harrison at short, Gale at third, Rosemina in left, Sleeman in center, Brown Amlin in right, and of course on the mound, Leclair. So the leadoff batter will be Zach Rivers will lead things off. And the first pitch is fouled off. It's 0-1. So Rivers will lead off. First inning just underway here in game number 2. And the 0-1 pitch. Make it strike 2. 0-2 the count to Zach Rivers, who was 0 for 4 in game 1. The 0-2 pitch on the way, got a piece of it, make it still 0-2. And 2 the count. Game number 2 just underway. The 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch goes foul. Count remains 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit into right field. Tyler Brown Amlin with an easy catch, 1 up and 1 down. in the Lord's first inning. It's going to bring up the batter, the second batter of the inning.
Right fielder, number 5, Ryan Mattis.
So Ryan Mattis, the right fielder, steps up to the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Here in the first inning of game number 2. Off-speed pitch is in tight. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Caught the corner, make it 1-1. One and one the count. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second. Throw over to first, 2 up and 2 down. With Schweier making the play for the Saints. It's going to bring up the third batter.
Second baseman, number 15, Malik James.
Malik James will bat. That's the look at the batting order for the Lords. He'll be followed by Nate Kazmarek, who's batting cleanup. And then Barutsky. And we'll get the rest of the order for you as we go on as the pitch. Off-speed pitching for a strike. 2 out, top of 1. For James, the batter. And the pitch. Up high and wide. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second. Schweier looking to help retire the side, and he does. It's 3 up and 3 down in the Lord's first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and we come to the bottom of 1. And the Saints and the Lords are tied at 0. Here's a look at the starting defense. Miranda is the catcher. Smith at first, James at second, Earl at short, Kazmarek at third, Barutsky in left, Rivers in center, Mattis in right field. And on the mound is, his last name is Mann. I look for his first name and we apologize for that one. We'll get the first name for you. Look at the St. Clair Saints batting order. Harrison will lead things off. He'll be followed by Keenan Gale and then Owen Levesque. Quirbuck at first, Sleeman in center, Tyler Brown Amlin in right. Batting 7th is Rosemean to the left fielder, Quentin McEwen, the catcher, and then Evan Schweier is batting 9th. The Saints batting order here as we get set to start very shortly the bottom half of the first inning here in game 2. Look at the OCAA standings. Lords are now, actually, it might be reversed because the Lords are actually 2-5, not 5-2. Just getting ready to start the bottom half of the first inning.
Leading off for the St. Clair Saints, the shortstop, number 28, Adrian Harrison.
So the shortstop, Adrian Harrison, will lead things off. He'll be followed by Cannon Gale and Owen Levesque here in the Saints' first inning. First pitch, ground ball to short, hit softly. Throw to first, and he gets some good play by the shortstop. Really nice play. 1 up and 1 down.
Cannon Gale.
There's a look at it here. And a pretty good play by Quentin Earl. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first inning. Batter is Cannon Gale. Pitch called a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 to Gale. Pitch is outside. 1-1. One and one the count to Gale. Pitch is sliced foul down the right side. Got a good rip. Left-handed pitcher. And the pitch up high. 2-2 the count. Just low, make it 3-2. The payoff pitch, he walked him. So Gale gets a walk. Runner at first with one out.
Designated hitter number 15, Owen Levesque.
It's going to bring up Owen Levesque. Levesque was 1 for 3 in game number 1. Ground ball, base hit, left field. And the runners are now at first and second for the Saints on the strong single by Levesque, and is going to bring up the first baseman, Ryan Querbach.
First baseman number 18, Ryan Querbach.
One and 0 the count. Garrett Mann on the mound, the left-hander. Pitching first strike, it's 1-1. 1-1 the count. On Querbach. Saints with men in scoring position. Either a shutout in game 1. There's a swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Up high. Just missed. 2-2. 2-2 to count. Runners at first and second. One out here in the Saints' first inning. The pitch swung on, hit sharply to short, flipped to second for one, back to first, and they pull off the double play, and that retires the side. No runs, one hit, no errors. Let's look at the replay to finish off the inning. And we are scoreless at the end of one. We'll be back.
For St. Clair on the bottom of the first, no runs on one hit. There were no errors and one runner left. Leading off the top of the second for the Durham Lords, third baseman number 16, Nate Kazmarek.
So number 16, Nate Kazmarek, this third baseman, is the batter. First batter here in the second inning. And the first pitch is a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 to Kazmarek. He'll be followed by Eddie Barutsky and then Quinton Earl. Pitch is low. 2-0. 2-0 the count. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of 2. And the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Jonas Clair. We have 2 left-handers going in this one. The 2-1 pitch. Make it 2-2. 2-2 the count. Beautiful day here at the ballpark. As mentioned, the Saints losers of the first game, 2-0. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Low, make it 3-2. So the count is full on Kazmarek, who went 0 for 2 his first game. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, he gets him. So 1 up and 1 down in the Lords' second inning.
Left fielder number 18, Eddie Borowski.
So Evan Borowski is the batter. The first pitch to Borowski. Swung on, it is going to be softly to second. Schweier the throw, and he gets him. Close play. Look at the replay, but a good play, nevertheless. 2 up and 2 down for Quinton Earl. Earl, the left fielder. First pitch to Earl. Low and away, 1-0. He'll be followed by Eric Smith. Pitches inside, 2-0. 2-0 the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of 2. Time is called. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, it is going to be foul. So a foul ball. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 on Earl. 2 out. Nobody on. As mentioned, we are in the top of the second inning. Game 2 of a 2-game set. The Saints losing the first one. 2-0 to the Lords. Only 9 hits between the 2 teams, I believe, in the first game. 4 by St. Clair and 5 by the Lords. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Make it 3-1. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and it goes foul. Make it 3-2. So the count goes full to Quinton Earl. Three-two pitch. Ground ball up the middle, but the shortstop's going to make the play. Here's the throw to first, and he gets him. 6-3 if you're scoring. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of the second inning as we look at this on the replay. Make the play here. Pause. There's the out. We are scoreless. We'll be right back.
For Durham in the top of the second, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and no runners left. Leading off the bottom of the second for the St. Clair Saints, the center fielder, number 23, Andrew Sleeman.
So Andrew Sleeman will lead things off for the Saints here in their bottom half of the second inning. Game is early. We're looking for his first run. First pitch, bounding ball to short. Long throw to first, and he gets him. Earl with the play at short. One out.
Right fielder, number 12.
Nobody on.
Brown Amlin.
Moving up the right fielder, Tyler Brown Amlin is batting for the Saints. His first at bat this game. Saints had one hit in the first inning. Were threatening but did not score. Here's the pitch outside. 1-0 the count to Brown Amlin. Eric Rosemina on deck for the Saints with one out here. Here's the pitch. Outside again, 2-0. Almost identical spot where he pitched it the last time. 2-0 the count to Tyler Brown Amlin. The 2-0 pitch on the way. It's up high and wide, make it 3-0. So the count goes to 3-0 on Tyler Brown Amlin. Pitch called a strike, make it 3-1. 3-1 to Brown Amlin. Three-one pitch on the way. Went swinging at it, make it 3-2. So the count goes full on Brown Amlin. Again, Rosemina on deck. 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike three call. He gets it. Called out on strikes is Brown Amlin, and there are two outs in the Saints' second inning. Rosemina. So Rosemina the batter. We go for 3 the first game. Two outs. Again, nobody on. Bottom of 2. And the pitch. Slice to left field, base hit. Solid single off the bat of Rosemina. And it's going to bring up Quentin McEwen.
Number 6.
Pitch.
McEwen.
So runner on first, base hit in this contest. Solid single off the bat of Rosemina by the Saints. But there's a runner on first with 2 outs for McEwen. Pitches a ball from Garrett Mann. 1-0. The pitch. Hit to right field but foul. 1-1 the count to McEwen. The pitch. There goes the runner, and he is going to be safe with a stolen base. Puts a man in scoring position. Had a good jump. So Roseman is at second base with a stolen base. With McEwen rather here at the plate. Time is called. The pitch to McEwen. Got a piece of it. Count stays at 1-2. 1-2 the count to McEwen. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Just got a piece of it again, this time off the screening in front of us. Count stays at 1-2. McEwen hanging in. Man deals. Strike three. The catcher dropped the ball. There was a throw to first, and that's going to retire the side. No runs, one hit, no errors, and we come to the top of the third. We are still scoreless here at the ballpark. In Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, we're coming right back.
For St. Clair in the bottom of the second, no runs on one hit. There were no errors and one runner left.
We are back as finishing up the warm-up tosses. Jonas Leclerc, the left-hander. As mentioned, we have two left-handers going at it in this contest as we get set to start the third inning. Tonight at 7 o'clock, we have football here on We Digital. GTA Grizzlies against the St. Clair Saints. That's at 7 o'clock tonight here on We Digital.
Number 22, Eric Smith.
So Eric Smith will bat. Be followed by Evan Torres and Jonah Miranda. Lefty against the lefty. The first pitch is outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Clair deals in for a strike, make it 1-1. Again, top of the third inning. Still looking for the game's first run. It's been a low-scoring series so far. This is the second game of a two-game set. And the pitch, did it hit him? I think it did. So a hit batsman, and Smith is going to go to first base. Gets nicked by a pitch.
Designated hitter number 11, Evan Torres.
So Evan Torres is the batter. The DH. Runner at first. Nobody out. And Leclair deals. Pitch is low. 1-0. 1-0 the count to Torres. The catcher, Jonas Miranda, is up next for the Lords. There goes the runner. Gets by the catcher. Slides into second base. Didn't realize it went all the way to the backstop. But nevertheless, going to second base is Smith. And now the Lords have a runner in scoring position. Runner at second with nobody out and a 2-0 count. Right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. The 2-0 pitch. In for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 the count to Torres. Two 2-1 pitch on the way. It's up high. Make it 3-1. So the count has been worked up to 3-1. Again, a runner in scoring position. Lords have yet to have a hit in this contest. Here's the pitch. Strike two, make it 3-2. The count is full. So full count on Torres. Leclair had retired the first 6 batters he faced until the hit batsman. Time is called by the home plate umpire. Again, runner on second. 3-2 count. And the pitch. Inside, he walked him. So the first 2 runners of the inning are aboard. It's first and second. Going to bring up the catcher, Jonah Miranda. And their pitching coach is coming to the mound to have a discussion. Nobody is throwing in the pen. There's Jonas Leclair and the catcher up at the mound. That's McEwen. These are all having a conversation. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Durham looking to be the first team to score in this one. Miranda did not play in the first game. Saints are playing fairly in. Let's see if he bunts or attempts to, or is he going to swing away? The first pitch, Miranda showing bunt. Called strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Miranda. Again, the runners, or rather should say the fielders are in close, or certainly closer than normal. The 0-1 pitch. Lays down, and it's a pretty good bunt, too. Long throw to first. He does get him, but the runners do advance, so it's an effective bunt by Miranda. Third baseman forced to make the play over to first. Let's get a look at this on the replay. Laid down a nice bunt. Lays down, and it's a pretty good bunt, too. Long throw to him, but the runners do advance. So it's second and third with 1 out. It's going to bring up Zach Rivers. Flew it to right his first time up. Second and third, 1 out. And the first pitch is low, 1-0. 1-0, the count to Rivers. Ryan Mattis is on deck for the Lords. Again, just 1 out. The Durham Lords threatening. Line shot, base hit to left field. 1 run will score. The second runner is going to hold up at third, and the Lords have taken an early 1-0 lead. So Smith scores. He was a hit batsman. Torres goes to third. It's first and third with 1 out.
Number 5, Ryan Mattis.
And Ryan Mattis is batting. He grounded out the second his first time up. One out, 2 on. Durham leads it 1-0 here in the third inning. Pitcher goes to first. No real attempt. Jonas LeClair in a jam. That was the first hit in this game, and it's resulted in a run for the Durham Lords. As mentioned, we're in the third inning. And the pitch. Outside corner for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 the count to Mattis. Throw over to first. LeClair trying to keep the runner at first base honest. There goes the runner. Swung on, and it's going to be a base hit though through the shortstop. When I say that, it will be through the shortstop position. And it's now 2-0. Solid hit. Well placed. And it's now 2-0. 2-0 for the Lords. Shortstop went to cover second base, and the spot was open. And a strong single off the bat of Mattis. To bring up Malik James. James was 1 for 3 in game 1. Popped up the second his first time up. Runners now at first and second with 1 out. And Durham now leads 2-0. The pitch to James, in tight and low, 1-0. LeClair at times has struggled in this inning to find home plate consistently. And some of that result is on the scoreboard right now, despite the fact the game is early. But they are threatening. It's 2 runners aboard. It was just 1 out. There goes the runners again. He got a piece of it. So they'll have to go back. The count's 1-1. 1-1 to count to James with Nate Kazmarek on deck. 1 out, 2 on. Lords lead by 2. Last game, they didn't strike for any runs until the 5th inning. Saints didn't have any at all. Here's the pitch. They're called a strike. It's 1-2. I don't see anybody up in the Saints pen. So right now, LeClair appears to be on his own. And the 1-2 pitch. We're going to miss. He gets him. So James strikes out. Second strikeout of the afternoon for LeClair.
Third baseman number 16, Nate Kazmarek.
So Nate Kazmarek will bat. The third baseman. He struck out his first time up. Again, runners at first and second, now 2 out. The pitch is swung on and hit into shallow right field, base hit. Runner is racing home. He will score. The other runner goes to third. That is Metz. And it's 3-0 on the single by Kaczmarek. And the third hit of the inning by the Lords, but they lead 3-0. 3-0, 2 outs, runners at first and third. Eddie Borodsky will bat. He grounded up to second his first time up. Again, 2 outs here in the third inning. The Lords now lead by 3. Pitch in for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 the count to Beretsky. Quinton Earl on deck for the Lords. Pitch is up high. 1-1. 1-1 the count. One pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, runners at first and third. And Durham has scored 3 times in this inning. It's been a big inning. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball, but it's sent foul down the left side. Count stays at 1-2. The Clair has thrown a lot of pitches. And as mentioned, we're only in the third inning. And I see some activity going on or beginning in the St. Clair College Saints bullpen. Runners at first and third. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. And the side is retired, but not before some damage. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of 3. It's 3-0 Durham. We're coming back.
For Durham in the top of the third, 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left. St. Clair's next home game will be this Wednesday, September the 24th at 7 p.m. when they will play an exhibition game against the University of Windsor. That's this coming Wednesday. The next league home game will be Wednesday, October the 1st against the Fanshawe Falcons. That game will be at 7 p.m. Wednesday, October the 1st. Hitting off the bottom of the third for the St. Clair Saints.
So we come to the bottom of the third inning.
Evan Schreier.
So Evan Schreier will lead things off for the Saints as they trail 3-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Saints have yet to score a run here this afternoon. So Schreier's the first batter against Mann. Pitches in tight, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Schreier. And we go to the top of the lineup with Adam Harrison and then Cannon Gale. Here's the pitch, a strike. 1-1. 1-1 the count to Schreier. And man deals. Swung on and fouled off the left side. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count. Man delivers up high, 2-2. 2-2 the count. To Schreier. Man deals. Ground ball. It's up the middle, went off the glove. It went slower. Shortstop couldn't get the ball. And Schreier is safely aboard. Look at this on the replay. Ball changed position and very tough to play off the glove. Shortstop couldn't get it. Nice effort. We'll bring up Adrian Harrison. Ground out the shortest first time up. Runner at first, nobody out. Again, we are in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch to Harrison is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Harrison. The 0-1 pitch on the way is high and wide, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Harrison. And the pitch. In for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Garrett Mann, the lefty. There goes the runner. Here comes the pitch. It's swung on and fouled away. He'll have to retreat to first base. He had second base stolen. One-two pitch on the way. Strike three call, got him. Caught looking. So Harrison called out on strikes. One out. And here's Cannon Gale.
Third baseman number 20, Cannon Gale.
So Gale steps up with a runner at first, one out. Man deals, runner goes. Doesn't even draw a throw. So a stolen base for Schreier. Now a runner on second. Okay. We won't call that a stolen base, obviously. Then it's a balk. It's the first time we've had that this season. Pitch is outside. 1-0. 1-0 the count. Gale calls time. Saints do have a man in scoring position. There's one out. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch is fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch. Outside. Two and 1. 2-1 the count. The pitch to Gale in tight. Count goes to 3-1. 3-1 the count to Gale. Again, a runner on second. 1 out. The pitch. Strike 2. Count is full. Garrett Mann. Be a big out for Mann if he can deliver. For the Lords, here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Owen Levesque is on deck for the Saints. Again, runner on second. 1 out. Bottom of 3. The Saints have had difficulty manufacturing runs this afternoon. And they've yet to score one. Here's the pitch. Up high and he walked him. So now it's runners at first and second for Levesque. Again, Levesque has thrown a lot of pitches this inning. So Owen Levesque will step up to the plate with the Saints with runners at first and second. Man deals. 1 strike to Levesque. Singled his first time up. Saints have had a hit every inning. 1 hit this inning, 1 hit the first inning, and 1 hit the second. Just haven't scored any runs. You got runners aboard with 1 out. Outside, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Levesque. The one up high, throw over to first. Runner's going to go to third, and he will get that there safely. That is Schweier, goes to third on the pickoff attempt that went to first. So the Saints now have runners at first and third with 1 out. And a 2-1 count. 2-1 the count. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Saints are going to try and get their first run of the afternoon here in game 2. The pitch. It's a strike, make it 2-2. 2-2 the count to Levesque. Ryan Querbach is on deck. Two pitch on the way. Swung on. It's hit down the right side, but it's going foul. Count remains 2-2. Two and two on Levesque. The pitch. Hit into right field. And it's going to be caught by the right fielder. Runner tags from third, and he will score to make the score 3-1, and also the Saints' first run of the afternoon. But nevertheless, Schweier scores, and it's a 3-1 ball game for Ryan Querbach. 2 outs. So Querbach here coming up with 2 outs here in the third. Saints now trail by 2. Runner at first. Now we got the lefty against the lefty. Man delivers. It's up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Querbach. The 1-0 pitch on the way. In for a strike. Make it 1-1. Again, runner at first. Saints have scored in this inning, but they still trail by 2. We are in the bottom of 3, and there's 2 outs. Man trying to pitch himself out of a jam. The 1-1 pitch swung on, hit sharply towards second, flipped to the shortstop, and that's going to retire the side, but not before the Saints get a run. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and the score as we come to the top of the 4th inning, or at the end of 3. St. Clair trails 3-1. We're coming back.
For St. Clair on the bottom of the 3rd, 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left. Hitting off the top of the 4th for the Durham Lords, the shortstop, number 24, Quentin Earl.
We get set to start the top of the 4th inning with the Saints trailing 3-1. Quentin Earl will start things off. Count was 1-0 on Earl. Clair remains in the game for St. Clair. Ball is sliced down the right field side, but foul. Way foul. Count is 1-1. Earl will be followed by McGivney and then Rivers. I should have said by Smith and then Torres. Apologize for that. Nevertheless, count and the pitch. Outside. 2-1. Pitch is swung on, and the shortstop is going to hover under it, and he's going to make the play. 1 up and 1 down on the play by the Saints at short. That was Harrison.
First baseman, number 22, Eric Smith.
So catcher Eric Smith steps up. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. 1 out, nobody on. Top of 4, Saints trail by 3. It'll be the lefty against the lefty. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Evan Torres is on deck to DH. Two and 0. 2-0 the count. To Smith. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. Inside, make it 3-0. 3-0 the count. Bullpen up and throwing in the St. Clair pen. It's a right-hander warming up. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And he walked him. Low and away, he walked him. So Smith gets a walk. It's going to bring up Evan Torres.
Designated hitter number 11, Evan Torres.
Torres walked his first time up. So a runner at first, nobody out, top of 4. I should say 1 out, top of 4. And the pitch. Up high, 1-0. Again, he has thrown a lot of pitches this contest, especially the last couple innings. We're only in the 4th. The pitch. Swung on and belted down the left field side. Could be extra bases. It's going to be extra bases. One runner is being waved home. He will score. And the runner goes to second base with a stand-up double. So Torres with a stand-up double and an RBI. Smith scores. And the Lords have gotten back their 3-run lead. And they may have I think we're going to have a pitching change. That was a look on the replay. But I think we're going to have a pitching change. Saints trail 4-1 here in the 4th inning. The right-hander's coming to the mound. We'll find out who that is. He's going to take his warm-up tosses. On the mound for the Saints is what number? I'm getting a pitcher. I think it is. Yeah, we need the pitcher. Cameron Beal is coming to pitch.
Now pitching for the St. Clair Saints, number 13, Cameron Beal.
So Beal, the right-hander, coming in relief. Saints down 4-1 with a runner on second. Thank you. Finishing up his warm-up tosses. We're in the 4th inning. Saints now trail by 3. 1 out. Runner at second. On the double by Torres. It's going to bring up Jonah Miranda is the batter for the Lords.
Catcher number 1, Jonah Miranda.
So Jonas Miranda. Jonah Miranda, I should say, stepping up. And Beal delivers. Called strike 0-1. 0-1 the count to Miranda. Again, runner on second. 4-1 is our score. The Durham Lords lead it. And they're looking to sweep the series here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, make it 0-2. So the count goes to 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 call got him. So he strikes out his first batter. That's Miranda. 2 out. Here in the 4th inning.
Center fielder number 4, Zach Rivers.
So Zach Rivers will step up. 1 for 2 in the afternoon. And this one. First pitch to Rivers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Got the high strike called. Now he's ahead of the batter. 0-2. 0-2 the count to Rivers. Beal sets and deals, and he gets the strikeout. Yes, and the side is retired, but not before a run is scored. However, it's 1 run, 1 hit. No errors in the score as we come to the bottom of the 4th. Saints trail 4-1. We're coming back.
For Durham in the top of the 4th, 1 run on, 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left.
We come to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Saints, who had gotten a run in the 3rd, now trail 4-1. So Andrew Sleeman will step up to the plate here in the 4th inning to start things off. Saints, as mentioned, we're trailing by 2 to start the 4th. Now it's 3 again. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1 the count on Sleeman. He'll be followed by Tyler Brown-Amlin and then Eric Rosmina. Saints trying to get back into this one. Pitches outside, 1-1. 1-1 the count. Man deals. It's low and away, 2-1. 2-1 the count. Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitches up high, make it 3-1. 3-1 the count. On Sleeman. And he walked him. So Sleeman walks. He'll bring up Tyler Brown-Amlin with a runner at first and nobody out.
Right fielder number 12, Tyler Brown-Amlin.
Saints with a runner at first, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of 4. And the pitch. Fouls off. Count goes to 0-1. 0-1 on the count on Brown Amelin. As mentioned, Eric Rosemina is up next, and then Quentin McEwen. Runner at first. The pitch. Called strike. 0-2. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit the second. Bobbles the ball. Throw to first. It is. Now, what did he call it at first? I didn't see the signal. Did he call it safe? I didn't see the call at first. Apparently, he is safe. So they bobbled the ball. Let's get the look at this on the replay, and we can see the umpire signal as well. At first, I thought he signaled them out. There's the bobble. Here comes the throw. Oh, he was safe there. So now it's first and second.
Batting for Earl Sienna, number 5, Aaron Schreier.
So Aaron Schreier is the batter. He's pinch hitting. For Rosemina is Schreier. First and second. Nobody out. And the pitch is outside. 1-1. The pitch to Schreier. Ground ball to first. Throw to second for one. No, they bobble the ball. Runner's going to score all the way to third as Tyler Brown Amelin, and the Saints have cut the lead down to 4-2. Another error. Runners are now first and third again. With just the one out. It's a nobody out. And it's going to bring up Quentin McEwen. So McEwen is going to step up to the plate, but we're going to have a visit to the mound by the coach. Bullpen is up and throwing. 4-2 is our score. The Saints are threatening to add to their total. Runners are at first and third if we get a conference at the mound. All hands on deck for the Durham Ball Club. The Lords lead it 4-2. Nobody out here in this inning. And McEwen is the batter. With Schreier on deck. So first and third. Nobody away. And the pitch, there goes the runner. Catcher doesn't get even a chance to throw it. He bobbled it. And the runner's now at second and third. With nobody out. With McEwen at the plate. Infield is in. And the pitch swung on and hit. But foul, and is going to be out of play. Count goes to 0-2. 0-2 the count. Infield still drawn in. Runners at second and third. And man delivers. Ground ball hit the short. Long throw to first, and he gets him. Nobody advances, so there's one out as McEwen grounds out the short. One away, and here's Evan Schreier.
Second baseman number 7, Evan Schreier.
So Schreier will bat. Left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. One out, second and third. Man with the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Schweier. Adam Harrison is on deck for the Saints. Here's the pitch to Schweier. Fouls it off the screen right in front of us. Count goes to 0-2. 0-2 the count to Schweier. Schweier is 1 for 1 in this game. Saints could certainly use a hit from him again in this one, particular at bat. And the pitch. Strike 3 call, got him. Schweier is caught looking. It's a big strikeout for Mann. They've gotten the last 2 batters out. Stepping up to the plate is Adam Harrison. Runners still at second and third.
Number 28, Adrian Harrison.
Harrison would like to get the Saints to punch these 2 runners across the plate. Man trying to pitch himself out of a jam. The pitch. Strike 1. Bullpen has stopped throwing for the Lords. Bottom of 4 with the Saints trying to get more here on the board. They trail by 2. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a ball, 1-1. 1-1 the count. Paul is hit down the right field side. It is going to be foul. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count on Harrison. The 1-2 pitch swung on. It's hit towards the right side. Second baseman makes the play. The throw to first, and he gets him. And the side is retired. Not before the Saints score another run. Didn't get any hits for a couple errors. And we come to the top of the 5th inning with the Saints trailing 4-2. We will be right back.
For St. Clair in the bottom of the 4th, 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 runners left.
So we're getting set to start the top of the 5th inning. Durham leads at 4-2. So Ryan Mattis will lead things off. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Saints trail by 2. We're in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Mattis is in for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. 0-1 the count. Cameron Beal remains on the mound. He's in relief of Clair. Swung on and fouled off down the left side. 0-2 the count. Malik James on deck for the Lords. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch on the way. It's outside. 2-2. So the count goes to 2-2 to Matz. Pitch is up high and wide. 3-2. 3-2 in the count to Ryan Mattis. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, he gets him. So Mattis strikes out. Second strikeout for Beal.
Second baseman number 15, Malik James.
So Malik James steps up. 0 for 2 this afternoon in this one. 1 out, nobody on. Top of 5. Cameron Beal, the right-hander, on the mound. The first pitch. It's a ball, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Beal delivers. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Saints do not want to allow any more runs in this one. Here's Beal on the 1-1 count and the pitch. It's low, 2-1. 2-1 the count. To Malik James with Nate Kazmarek on deck for the Lords. And Beal deals. Swung on and hit into center field, but it's shallow. And with the easy grab, the center fielder for the Saints puts it away. It was Schweier.
Third baseman number 16, Nate Kazmarek.
So Nate Kazmarek will bat. Two out, nobody on. Again, we're in the top of the 5th inning. Cameron Beal delivers. It's outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Strike one, 1-1. The batter is Kazmarek. The pitch swung on and fouled off. One and two the count, 2 out. Nobody on. Beal working efficiently so far. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Bounding ball to short. Here's the long throw to first. Does he get him? Yes, he does. Up and 3 down as Kazmarek grounds to short. No runs, no hits, and no errors. As we get a look at this to finish off the inning, played by the shortstop. That was McEwen. Be going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Saints trail it 4-2. We'll be right back.
Leading off the bottom of the 1st for the St. Clair Saints, the third baseman number 20, Cannon Gale.
So Cannon Gale will lead things off for the Saints here in the 5th inning. As mentioned, the Saints trail by 2. It's 4-2. Gale, Levesque, and Querbach are the scheduled batters here in the 5th inning. The left-hander deals. It's low 1-0. 1-0 the count. Garrett Mann remains on the mound for the Lords. Pitch is a ball. 2-0. 2-0 the count. To Gale, who's walked twice this game. The 2-0 pitch swung on. Hit into right center field. Somebody's going to call for it, and they do. It's the right fielder. That was Mattis. It's 1 out. 1 up and 1 down. Going to bring up Owen Levesque. Levesque is 1 for 2 in this game. 1 out in the Saints' 5th inning. Trying to chip away, had the lead for Durham. As this game rolls on. First pitch to Levesque, he hit him. And he's going to go to first base. So Levesque goes to first base on the hit batsman.
First baseman number 18, Ryan Querbach.
So Ryan Querbach will back. Querbach is 0 for 2 in this one. Runner on first, 1 out. Bottom of 5. And the pitch. In for a strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Querbach. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Make it 0-2. So 2 strikes as Mann gets ahead of Querbach here in the batting situation. Again, runner at first. The pitch to Querbach. Strike free, call caught looking. And there is 2 outs in the Saints' 5th inning. And stepping up to the plate, Andrew Sleeman. Sleeman is 0 for 1 in this game, and he's also walked. So we got the right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. Got a runner at first. Here's the pitch. It's way outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Sleeman. Tyler Brown Amblin is on deck for the Saints. Should Sleeman get aboard? Then the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 1-1 the count. One pitch on the way, swung on, it's hit to short, taps on second, and that is going to retire the side on the ground out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and the score at the end of 5. Durham leads at 4-2. We're coming back.
For St. Clair on the bottom of the 5th, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left. Leading off the top of the 6th for the Durham Lords, the left fielder, number 18, Eddie Baransky.
So we are back to start the top of the 6th inning. Eddie Baritsky will start things off. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Cameron Beal remains on the mound for the Saints. First pitch here in the 6th inning. Sliced and a line shot right to the second baseman. Schreier makes the play, 1 up and 1 down.
Shortstop number 24, Quentin Earl.
Look at this on the replay. Pretty easy play for the second baseman. Could be Quentin Emile is the batter. First pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Beal delivers, lays a bunt down. Beal charges it. Does he get him in time? No, he does not. Pretty good bunt there by Emile. And he's safely aboard, runner at first. Nice attempt there by Beal, but he couldn't get him.
First baseman number 22, Eric Smith.
Here's Eric Smith. He's walked and was also hit by a pitch so far in this one. Runner at first. With 1 out. Beal with a throw to first. The pitch inside, 1-0. 1-0 to Smith. Evan Torres is on deck for Durham. 1 on, 1 out. And the pitch. Swung on and hit into center field. It's going to left center. Actually, it drops in for a hit on his way to third. And safely there was Emil. And now there are runners at first and third on the hit by Smith. And it's going to bring up Evan Torres, who has doubled in this game and walked. So runners at first and third with nobody out. I should say 1 out. We apologize. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Solid hit there by Smith.
Batting for Torres, number 13, Tristan Delorier.
So Tristan Delorier is coming in the bat. He's batting for Miranda, I believe. Let's just wait for that. Runner goes to second. Here's a throw to third. He is safe at third. And now there are runners at second and third for the Lord, with Delorier the batter. One out here in the 6th inning. And the Durham Lords are threatening to add to their lead. Here's the pitch. High and outside. 2-0. 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch on the way. It's fouled off. Count goes to 2-1. Two and one the count. To Delorier. Here's the pitch. Off speed. It's up high. Count goes to 3-1. Nobody working in the St. Clair bullpen, I can tell you that. Here's the 3-1 pitch coming. Way outside, and he walked him. So the bases are loaded here as Delorier gets a walk. We're going to have a chat at the mound for St. Clair. Bases are now loaded. And there's only one out. Conference at the mound, catcher, pitcher, and the pitching coach. So bases loaded. Trying to find out who the batter is for. I think it's Rivers, but I'm just waiting to see. Set they start this one back. Number 37 is stepping up to the plate.
Batting for Miranda, number 37, Ryan McGivney.
So Ryan McGivney is the batter. He is batting for Miranda. Bases loaded, one out, top of 6. This game plodding along here. Beal trying to pitch himself out of a jam. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to McGivney. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Got a piece of it. Make it 0-2. 0-2. Again, one out. Bases are loaded. Durham looking to pad their lead once again. This will be a huge out if Beal can get him. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got a piece of it. So it's foul. Runners will have to go back. And let's do all this again. Count still 0-2. And Beal delivers. Chop towards short. Runner is going to score. Runner out at first, and he is safe. Out at second, safe at first, so a run scores on the force out. And now it's 5-2 in favor of Durham. And there are two outs, but nevertheless a big run for the Lords here in the sixth inning.
Center fielder number 4, Zach Rivers.
So Zach Rivers will step up. Runners at first and third with 2 out. And Durham now leads by 3. Then the pitch is a ball, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Rivers. The 1-0 pitch in for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 the count. Again, runners at first and third. Durham has added a run this inning, so they now lead by 3. Looking to sweep the series as we reach the latter stages of this contest. The pitch is outside, 2-1. Long throw to first. First baseman dropped the ball, but didn't have the runner anyways. Count is 2-1. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Make it 2-2 to Rivers. 2-2 the count. Again, runners at first and third. Saints need to shut this one down right now. And the pitch. Up the middle. Past the second baseman. 1 run will score. Throw from center field to third base. Runner goes to second base. Here's the throw there, and he is safe. Everybody's safe all the way around. Another run is scored. And it is now 6-2 on the solid hit there by Rivers. 6-2 the score. And Ryan Mattis will bat now with runners at second and third and 2 out.
Ryan Mattis.
The pitch to Mattis is up high and outside, 1-0. The Saints' inability at times to stem the tide has hurt them in this one. The 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled off to the left side. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count. The pitch to Mattis. Ground ball. Third baseman, long throw to first. Did he get him? No. 1 run scores. Actually, another one scores as well. On the throw, 2 runs score on the play. And it's now 8-2. Eight to 2 with 2 outs. Bullpen up and throwing in the St. Clair pen. But the Saints now have given up 4 runs in this inning. Malik James bats 0 for 3 in this one. Beal deals. It's up high, 1-0. Runner on second, 2 out. Durham has doubled their run production in this one. Now it's 8-2. Late in the 6th inning. We're in the top of 6 with 2 outs. And Beal kicks and deals. It's up high, 2-0. Two and 0 the count. Up high. Oh, strike. 2-1. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Right down the middle, make it 2-2. So the count goes to 2-2. Runner on second. Here's a 2-2 pitch coming. And we timeout. Two pitch on the way. I've got a piece of it. Fouls it off. Count stays at 2-2. Two and 2 the count. And what has been a long inning, especially if you're the Saints. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit to second. Schreier with the play. The throw to first. The inning is over, but not before the damage is done. And plenty of it. 4 runs scored. He hits it a couple errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of the 6th. The Saints trail 8-2. We'll be right back.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the St. Clair Saints, the right fielder, number 12, Tyler Brown Amlin.
So Tyler Brown Amlin will lead things off for the Saints here in their 6th inning as they trail now 8-2. Brown is 0 for 2 in this one. Pitches inside, 1-0. This game has plodded along here, and not to the Saints' desire, that is for sure. They're in it into the last inning. Pitches up high, 2-0. 2-0 the count on Brown Amlin. And the pitch swung on and hit into left field, and on the run and making the grab is the left fielder, Emil. One up and one down.
Left fielder number 5, Aaron Schreier.
So Aaron Schreier, who was safe on air his last time up, will step up for the Saints. One out, nobody on. Bottom of 6. Man delivers a strike one call to Schreier. Adam Harrison is this next scheduled batter. It looks like we're going to have another batter for him. Actually, it's McEwen who is up next. Pitch is low. Count 1-1. Here's the pitch. 2-1. 2-1 the count. Pitch is hit foul. Count goes to 2-2. 2-2 the count. Count runs to 3-2. 3-2 the count to Schreier. Lefty against the lefty. And the pitch. Strike 3 call, caught him looking. And there are 2 out here in the 6th inning.
Catcher number 6, Quentin McEwen.
Quentin McEwen will step up rather to the plate, 0 for 2 in this one. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of 6. Pitch is up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Off speed, but it's up high. Make it 2-0. 2-0 the count. 2 outs. Bottom of 6. Inside corner, caught the strike. Now 2-1. 2-1 the count on the batter. Quentin McEwen. Man deals 3-1. So the count goes to 3-1. The pen is up and throwing for Durham. 3-1 pitch on the way. It's inside. He walked him. So McEwen gets a walk. And it's going to bring up number 33. Finnegan Russett. So Finn Russett is the batter. And we're getting a conference at the mound. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs, runner at first. Saints are trying to get back into this one. So it'll be the right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher in this scenario with a runner at first base. Again, 2 outs here in the 6th. The first pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Rossett. Look out inside. Runner goes to second base. Didn't even draw a throw. So runner on second. Count is 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down the right side, foul. Count goes to 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. And the pitch to Rossett. Right past the pitcher and for a base hit, and the runner is going to score. So the score is now 8-3 on the single and the RBI. McEwen scores. It's now 8-3. 5th hit of the afternoon in this one. Now we're going to get a pitching change, I think. Second trip to the mound. And yes, we are going to get a pitching change. So with that, we'll be coming back in 1 second.
Now pitching for the Durham Lords, number 21, Will Clark.
We are back as we get set to get back into this one. Will Clark is on the mound for Team Durham with 2 out here in the 6th inning. And the pitch. Called a strike. Quentin McEwen. Runner at first, 2 out. Pitch is low, 1-1. 1-1 the count to McEwen. He has struck out, ground out to short, and walked. 8-3's our score. Smith deals, fouled off. Count goes to 1-2. One and two the count to McEwen. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit into shallow right field. It's going to drop for a hit. So it's a single. Runner goes to third. And the Saints have runners at first and third. On the hit by McEwen.
Batting for Gale, number 24, Lawrence Aurelio.
So Lawrence Aurelio will step up to the plate. Runners at first and third, 2 out. 8-3 is our score. Let's see if the runner at first goes. No, he does not. It's up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's outside and low, 2-0. Two and 0 the count to Aurelio. 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off the netting. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 the count. The pitch. Hit the second, he can't handle it. Run scores, now 8-4. And runners are at first and second. And the Saints now trail 8-4. And Owen Levesque steps up to the plate.
Designated hitter number 15, Owen Levesque.
Levesque has 1 for 1 officially in this game. Runners are now at first and second. And the Saints now trail by 4. Here's the pitch to Levesque. It's low, 1-0. One and 0 the count to Levesque. Chops at foul, 1-1. One and 1 the count to Levesque. Could be a tough guy to get out. And the pitch, curveball, just got a piece. It's 1-2. One and two the count to Levesque. Two pitch on the way. Curveball, ground ball to short. Throws it over to second, and that will retire the side. Not before the Saints pick up a couple more runs, however. 2 runs for the Saints in this one. A couple hits. And the scores, we go to the bottom, to the top of the 7th. It's 8-4 in favor of Durham. We're coming right back.
For St. Clair on the bottom of the 6th, 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left.
So we get set to start the top of the seventh. Top of the seventh.
The third baseman, number 16, Nate Kazmarek.
So Nate Kazmarek will lead things off. In the seventh inning. First pitch is a ball. It's 1-0. Cameron Beal still on the mound. We're in the seventh inning. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit up in the air. First baseman cannot make the play. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 the count. We're in the top of 7. Saints trail by 4. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off the screen. Count now goes to 1-2. One and two the count. Top of 7. And Beal delivers. Sliced into center field, is going to drop in for a single. So Kazmarek gets his second hit of the afternoon. Runner now at first for Eddie Barretzi.
Left fielder, number 18, Eddie Borowski.
Eddie Barretzi. Brutski, I should say. Runner at first. Nobody out. Attempted a bunt, 0-1. 0-1, the count to Barutski. 0 for 3 in this game. He was 0 for 3 in game 1. Runner on first, nobody out, top of 7. Saints trail by 4. Beal delivers in tight, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lays down a bunt and a good one. Pitcher throws to first, gets him, but the runner does go to second base on the sacrifice. So Kazmarek goes to second on the sacrifice. We'll get a look at this on the replay. Laid down a pretty good bunt. No chance to get him at second. So Beal with no choice but to go to first and gets him.
Quentin Earl.
So Quentin Emile is the batter, number 24. Runner at second, 1 out. Ground ball to first. They'll make the play there. That's for the Saints. Runner does advance. The third, however, on the play.
First baseman, number 22, Eric Smith.
That was Querbach with the play. I'll bring up number 22, Eric Smith. 2 outs, runner on third. And the pitch, outside, 1-0. Smith is 1 for 1 officially with a walk and a hit batsman. 1-0 the count. Top of 7, 2 outs, man on third. And Beal delivers. Got a piece of it. Also went off his leg as well. Count is 1-1. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on up the middle. It is going to be a base hit. And Durham now leads it 9-4.
Designated hitter number 20, Ethan Service.
So Ruben Service is the batter. Still 2 outs, runner on first. Durham has now regained their 5-1 run lead here in the 7th inning. And the pitch is outside, and the runner is going to advance to second base. That's Smith. So now there's a runner on second with 2 out. Runner on second, 2 outs. Saints again trailing by 5, 9-4. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Look out. Up high, 2-0. 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Two and one the count. Ground ball to short. Long throw to first, and he gets him. And the side is retired, but not before a run is scored. It's now back to 9-4 as we come to the bottom of the 7th inning in the last wraps for the Saints. 9-4 is our score. We're coming back right after this.
For Durham in the top of the 7th, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left. Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the St. Clair Saints, the first baseman, number 18.
So we're getting set to start the 7th inning, but before we do, next baseball broadcast, Wednesday, October the 1st, 7 p.m. It's just a 1-game affair during the OCAA AA men's baseball on Reed Digital. Fanshawe Falcons against St. Clair Saints. That's October the 1st on a Wednesday. First pitch in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ryan Clairbach, the batter for the Saints. The first baseman pitches in for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 to Clairbach. And this year, the last wraps up for the Saints here in the 7th inning. The 1-1 count, swing and a miss, make it 1-2. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. Strike 3 gets him swinging. 1 up and 1 down.
Center fielder number 23, Andrew Sleeman.
So Andrew Sleeman will step up with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Saints are down to their last 2 outs if they want to extend this thing. First pitch to Sleeman. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Pitcher likes to work fast. The 0-1 pitch is outside. 1-1. Up high, 2-1. 2-1 the count. Pitch is hit into right field, and it's going to be snared by the right fielder. And there are 2 outs here. Mattis with the catch.
Right fielder number 12, Tyler Brown Amlin.
So Tyler Brown Amlin coming down to the last batter, 2 out here in the 7th inning. Saints trail by 5. Tyler Brown Amlin is 0 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch. It's outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-1. To Brown Amlin. The 1-1 pitch, curveball almost hit him, but didn't. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count to Brown Amlin. And the pitch. Outside, make it 3-1. So the count goes to 3-1. And he walked him. So Tyler Brown Amlin gets a walk. And stepping up to the plate, Aaron Schweier will step up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this game. Runner at first. 2 out. Bottom of 7. The Saints are down to their last out here in this one. And the pitch. Strike 1, he went through. 0-1 the count to Aaron Schweier. Again, runner at first. 2 out. The pitch to Schweier. Ground ball to short. Long throw to first, and he gets him, and that's the ball game, folks. That's it. The game is over. The final ground out. Schweier short to first. No runs, no hits, and no errors. And the score at this one here finishes 9-4 for the Durham Lords. They take the series 2-0. And that's it for baseball here on We Digital. Have a good night, folks.